Hey, big head.
How do you find the time to wear so many different hats? I mean, to be a part of the river, to be a part of energy, to still be close to your AA community. And how do you find time to do all this and still find time for yourself? You know?
I just do. That's kind of how I was raised to be, man. I don't know. That's what you got to have a breakdown every once in a while. That's what happens, But yeah, it's just, I was just actually saying earlier today, like, I don't want to be booked and busy. Like, that's not my dream. My dream isn't to just be booked all the time. And I feel like that a lot of the time. And I do thrive there. I do pretty well under pressure and in a bind and, crunch time, I do really well. I perform well like that. However, I would love to just be able to take it easy and not focus on so many other things and just, like where I feel like I lack, is definitely in terms of my health sometimes. And like, if I have to, and I have practiced learning how to have some sort of balance. And I think it comes with, as I continue to mature, that I can't do it all,
Right.
and as one of the plates start to fall, then I need to just readjust and to learn from not my failures. I don't really call them that, but like just learn from my mistakes, I guess.
So you are a huge voice in the Black community, as well as the LGBTQ community. You identify as a queer Black femme. When did you come to this realization that you were queer? And what does it mean for you to be in the front line fighting for so many causes that mean so much to you?
I would say that I first realized that I was queer when I was maybe in middle school. Earlier than that, like one of my first like big crushes was my first grade teacher, and she was beautiful, so there's that. But like beyond that, I would say maybe middle school, and I only say queer because I don't really like any of these labels at all. I feel very uncomfortable with how society makes me feel like I have to identify with any of them. Like I don't identify with hardly any of these
Gotcha.
these forced parameters around who I am and how that can change and how that can evolve. And so I want to first fight by pushing back on any label at all. But if I had to choose one, it would be queer because it's the best encompassing of all of it. And so I've dated men, women. I've dated people who identify as cisgender, as now transgender, and so I just fall for people. I just love people's spirits and whatever identity they want to assign to themselves is fine with me, And the relationship I'm in now, I feel like, I want to be with this person for a really long time, as long as we're supposed to, as long as, spirit sees fit. And I'm in a heterosexual relationship right now, I'm a cisgendered woman with a cisgendered man. Does that make me, I don't think it makes me any less queer than I was about 4 years ago, when I was with a woman, So.
Which I've seen you guys together. Beautiful couple, by the way. Beautiful couple. Let's see. So to know Jazzy is to love Jazzy. And besides being known for her freckles, acceptance of anyone, and smile that you just did, you were also known for your curly hair. But recently, I've noticed that you've kept it short. Would you like to explain to people your hair journey and what led you to keeping it in a more shorter cut?
Yeah, well, this isn't the first time I've cut my hair. My hair journey's been a journey for sure. Like, my mom used to do my hair for a long time growing up until I could start doing it myself. And then I killed my hair by straightening it every day. And and then in high school was the first time I was like, I'm going to try to just let my hair be curly. Actually, it was when I started going to Bear Creek. Mm-hmm. And so if anybody is trying to transition from straightening their hair or perming their hair to curly hair, give yourself patience and love and compassion, because I'd have like the curls up top and then those straight pieces at the end, and you just have to rock that for a minute. You got to twist it and you got to cut it little by little. But then when I was 18, before I went to college, I cut most of my hair off. I had like the lines on the side and had this curly thing at the top. And I felt so liberated. And then I grew it out and then I cut it all off again. And it's just been a thing. I love my hair, but I try to really love myself in all aspects of who I am. And when I start cutting my hair, it's when I feel like people overly identify me with it. Then I want to like detach from it, and it got to a point where people just like, someone called my hair like my staple or something. And I was just like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't want that to be the only thing people know me for. And what's a trip, my whole life, my face has really never changed. And so people can recognize me no matter what my hair looks like anyway. And I remember I was telling my boyfriend, like, I'm going to come home and I'm going to cut my hair. I was telling him for like a couple weeks, couple days, like, I'm going to cut my hair. I'm going to cut my hair. I'm going to cut my hair. And one day I just came home from work and he was like sitting on the couch and I went straight to the bathroom and I just like took scissors and I cut it all off. And then, and then I walked out and showed him, just like, he was like, you really did. Okay. And then I went and I was looking for somebody to who's a barber and can really like do my hair. And I was like, no, I think I grew up like watching my dad cut his own hair. I was like, I think I can do it. Like you get the mirror and you like kind of, do all that. And, and so that mirror wasn't a prop there, by the way. It's so funny. It was actually, but I got clippers, and so now I just take care of it myself. But
and how easy is it to just roll out of bed and be good, right?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Right.
It is the best feeling, because seriously, like from the last year to this year, like even going camping, like I remember like having this list of all of the things I had to take just for my hair,
wow.
To go camping. To now I took a brush that I packed in my backpack. That, right. I feel like one of those dudes who just, I pull my brush out all the time and just like, I'm training my hair,
Oh,
and so yeah. So it's great. And but I go through these things where when I cut my hair, I feel like I need to like ultra feminize myself. And so I wear like, big earrings, like, I just got my nails done and that did not last for very long. And,
well, I never saw you somebody who would get their nails done. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's one of the, I kind of like it, kind of don't. I also like I'm doing, some gardening and stuff. So it's not a good look to have dirt under your nails when you get your nails done. But like do the lashes and stuff. And I'm a fan of it, but I'm not always for me.